Courtney Tennant led the RIT women's basketball team in points, rebounds, and blocks her freshman season en route to Conference Rookie of the Year honors.
Tennant was ready to pick up where she left off when her sophomore season tipped off last year, but as Marissa Bromley reports, the center was sidelined after a serious medical scare.
What happened for you to notice this problem?
It was in practice last December. We were in another kind of half-court drill, and my heart kind of just started pounding in my chest, and I was getting really lightheaded. And I kept going, just thinking, I knew I had ignored stuff like this in the past. There was one episode I can remember in high school that we were in a summer scrimmage, and my heart just went off and I had to pull myself out of the game. But I went over to Missy and just said, "Missy, my heart is pounding right now." And she's like, "What do you mean?" She felt it, and she couldn't even get a track on it, just counting it. So she had me sit down and just take deep breaths and stuff because they were worried if it was an anxiety attack or something other than that. And it wasn't coming down for about 5-10 minutes. It was still up at that high level, and that's not good for your heart. So she ended up calling the team doctor, and he sent me to the hospital that night.
What is the condition that you have?
Well, it's called supraventricular tachycardia, or better known as SVT, and it basically means I had an arrhythmia of my heart where my heart would start pounding at an excessive beat after nothing was really triggering it, except it was being triggered during exercise, but not really the stressful part, more of the light down exercises. So my heart will go over 240 beats per minute, and normally that's not really good.
When did the whole possibility of surgery arise?
I was getting all ready for our game, and then Ben called me in and said, "We talked to your cardiologist and you can't play until you see this doctor." And when I went and saw the specialist, he basically told me that I had 3 options. We could do nothing, and then I would become a liability basically to RIT, and they would have to weigh the possibility of me not playing. The second option would be to go on beta blockers, which would inhibit my performance on the court because they can make you sluggish, they can make your cardiovascular abilities not as great, and you're going to just be tired a lot easier. And then the third option was surgery.
Was there ever any doubt in your mind that, maybe I should just take care of myself and put basketball on the back burner for now?
The first thought was, how long do I have to sit out for? If that had happened outside of season, that wouldn't have been my first thought. It would have been a little more nerve-wracking, but I think having the team to get back to and having a goal to get back to was really important and really helpful for me.
Did you have to take any time off of working out or do any specific workouts to kind of get back into it?
You think heart surgery and you think people lying in bed for a couple months, but the way technology has made it, I was able to walk out of the hospital, not even have to be in a wheelchair. So I was able to convince my doctor that I could play the following week as long as I didn't do any athletics, no working out, nothing whatsoever, because typically the recovery period is you take a week completely off and then you have slowly, gradually get into it. I think playing in those games, that was something I needed mentally. I don't know, it would have been a long 6-7 months till we played in our next game for me to wonder if I could do it again.
Do you feel like you're back to 100%, or do you still have some ways to go?
I think I'm working on it, but I think that the way our team is gelling right now and the way that our team is coming together with all our new people and our returners is really going to make for a fun season, and I'm really glad to be back on the court with them.
Well, that does it for this edition of RIT SportsZone. Don't forget, we're always on at RITSC.com.
And you can also stay up to date with SportsZone by following us on Twitter and friending us on Facebook.
So until next time, thanks for joining us in the zone.